Hello, welcome to the House of the Spirit. Welcome home. This reading is about a change, an unexpected change that is on your horizon right now. So let's see, what do we have for the first pile? That is for Aries, Sagittarius, Gemini, and Aquarius. And your card is Living Room, number 21. For the second pile, we have Virgo, Capricorn, Cancer, and Scorpio. And your card is Journey. Actually, a journey, number 10. For the third pile, we have Libra, Leo, Pisces, and Taurus. And your card is High Honors, number 25. Okay, so what is a change? An unexpected change that is on your horizon right now. I will give you a moment for you to choose your pile, and I'll see you there. Okay, pile number 1. Let's see what is the change that is occurring for you right around the corner. What do we have for pile number 1? Oh, we have the seal. So beautiful. Such a sweet energy. Very beautiful start. So let's get a fairy card also. Maybe 2 or 3. No, too many. Just 2 is fine, I think. Unity, number 1. And the Piper. Sorry. Number 24. Okay, beautiful. So now let's get you some tarot cards. But what a beautiful start. It seems like whatever is changing is very, very, very positive. Incredibly positive changes. Let's see. The 6 of Wands. Very positive. The 7 of Swords. The Chariot. The 10 of Swords. Okay. The 4 of Pentacles. Queen of Cups. It's very artistic already, because with the Queen of Cups here, the Piper, and also the seal, there's something artistic here. The 4 of Swords. And I have 2 more. Let's see if we can fit them all here. The 2 of Swords. And the Knight of Swords. Yeah, I think there's some sort of learning process here, and also it's like learning a new set of skills or a new way of doing things that is more productive or that is more efficient, maybe. Yeah, I feel like being more efficient with resources, with your mental resources specifically, and also using a specific set of skills in a very particular and specific project here. But just give me a little moment to meditate on your cards. So I think it's actually pretty clear. Um, there's something, so the changes you can expect is that something in your environment, because we have living room here, and the living room has this statue of Kuan Yin, and she's the bodhisattva of compassion. She is a much loved and revered entity that is similar to Mother Mary, and it's about unconditional love. And because it's a living room and you have this place for you to sit, I feel like there's some, once you are in a resting position in a specific place and you allow something to trigger your imagination, I think that something is going to be released from your more subconscious layers that is going to be very important right now. So I feel like whatever change is coming to you, and it's a very potent change, it's something that is going to possibly affect your life structure. It's something that is coming from your environment, and it is going to trigger something in your subconscious. It can be a dream state, but I don't feel like it's that. I feel like with the Piper here, there's something about loving your environment, having a loving environment, or having someone in your environment that loves you or that accesses that part of you naturally, because this is very natural. And I feel like whatever is coming, it's something that triggers some sort of contradiction. It's something that you don't really understand or accept in your life. And the change is going to come after you are able to consider how this is different, how this is kind of foreign, and what is strange in your environment, and then integrate that into your mind, into your, so kind of having a rational understanding of something that is very foreign to you, something that was hidden in a way in your subconscious. I feel like there's an attraction, there's a pull towards something that you don't understand. And this is the strongest card here for me. That's the seal. It's the calling from the sea, the calling from the subconscious. But it's also the unity. Actually, it's funny that we have here unity. The unity with that subconscious that comes with love, and integration is love. So the seal is an animal that can live both outside of the sea, of water, as well as in the water. And that kind of liminal ability that it has is what's also at the root of all the Selkie mythology. A Selkie was a woman that could turn into a seal, and that kind of shape-shifting, that kind of transfiguration of our own subconscious drives and our potential is what is here being triggered by the seal. So whatever's changing in your life, It's something that comes from your subconscious. It's something that will have more possibilities to be understood if it's materialized in an artistic endeavor, because art, it just helps us, you know, see what is unseen. And the Queen of Cups, this specific Queen of Cups, to me is really artistic, and she is completely veiled. So, and this is also a possibility. It's that you're getting messages from the other side of the veil, or from someone who can travel back and forth, because I don't think this is someone who is no longer with you in body, embodied. I don't think is that is the case, because we have the seal, and the seal for me is someone who can be in both states, so both physical as well as ethereal or astral. So it's someone, it's like someone who is clairvoyant, someone, maybe it's you. So maybe this is also the case, that this might be you developing your extra sensorial skills, your clairvoyance, clairaudience, maybe here with music. Yeah, listening to something in your environment, maybe a memory or something is triggered here. I really feel like this is something, it's a kind of a mystical experience, and then you will have the opportunity to integrate it in a rational way. It's something that will give you a lot of peace, though. It's something that will also trigger movement in your life and understanding really quick. Okay, maybe this is also something that will trigger some sort of movement, like literally moving. Maybe going somewhere specific, or this can also be dance, because there's so much art here for me. There's music, there's visual arts, there's dance. I feel like this is a very immediate application of will. And what's also interesting here is this ten of swords. It's the only kind of painful card here. All the other cards are quite beneficial, and it's kind of, I am curious about it. I don't really understand how it fits, so I want to clarify, and I'm going to get the Wildwood deck to clarify this time. Let's see. Okay. Maybe it's because you feel a little bit lost, or that this perception that you had, this or that you're going to have, is going to make you feel a little bit out of your depth, let's say. Like, I don't really know what I'm doing, but I'm just going to do it anyway. And you have the rainbow here twice, and the rainbow is this hopeful, loving attitude towards things that I think might be a little bit triggering to you. So maybe you're not quite used to feeling this freedom, or giving yourself the opportunity to feel this freedom, to move like this. This is why, yeah, I really feel like has something to do with movement. It can be like losing your inhibitions in dance or some sort of expression. This is going to have a tremendous power in your life very soon, and it's going to transform you deeply. There's some sort of experience with movement here, but it's a very quick movement, very immediate. I don't think it's like long distance travel or something very complicated in your life. although there is a change in structure here, I feel like it's more of a change in the structure of your beliefs and not so much in your practical life, because there's too many swords here. And there's so much art here. I really feel like this is a change that comes from within. It's something that is very intimate for you, actually. Very profound and deep. Okay. We have the Seven of Swords again. And we have the Ace of Water. So I think you're going to also change your mind about other people's opinions, because Seven of Swords has a lot to do with listening too much to like third party opinions and people who are not really experiencing what you are experiencing. So I feel like you're going to disconnect from people who are not, you know, in the Ace of Cups. I feel like you are jumping into new friendships, into new social circles, maybe. So maybe this is also why you have, so the way you apply your creative power after you have this understanding about your skills or about your artistic capabilities or psychic capabilities, you are going to join other groups and you are going to have relationships with and communication with other people, like with a different structure, people who believe different things. So it's like a change in your environment. It's a change in your social environment. Yeah, Three of Cups. Sharing and being merry and joyful. Three of Vessels is joy. So being joyful with other people also. So sharing your skills and sharing your gifts, sharing your gift and your gifts, if it's many, with people who are like-minded and who also share in equal parts. People who understand you. So there's an understanding, there's a new understanding. So come attracting or going towards, because I think you are going towards that. You are the one who is moving towards this group. Wow. Nine of Cups. I think you're going to be very well received, and so much so that it's going to be something that is going to be built upon. You're going to increase your capabilities also. So I think this is something, it's like developing a new set of skills and abilities with a different group of people, a different social circle. That's really, it's something that's really fulfilling, and it's also kind of an achievement for you. I mean, these are too many. I think it's okay, but they want to come out. It's weird. Let's see. The cards are kind of twisting, so maybe there's a twist here, and then you have the Four of Cups, the Queen of Pentacles, the Lovers, and wow, and the Magician or the Shaman. Okay, so I think that this reading comes to you for a reason. It is because I think you have been hoping for things to change somehow, and that you are going to dare to do something different. You're going to move towards something. You're going to achieve that joyful state with a group of people who are like-minded. But maybe you are also going to realize that you were kind of setting the bar too low, and you are going to further expand your horizons after you meet these people towards maybe even more change that you are not really seeing right now as something you would wish, but it's coming to you because we have this is like the icing on the cake is the lovers and the magician here. It can be meeting a very special person, a very special person that you were meant to meet, because there's this feeling of like predestination, like being guided by something, because you have the seal with that calling, and you have the rainbow that is, you have to follow the rainbow, right, to get to the treasure. And I feel like you are going to, after you meet this group of people, and you're going to feel like, okay, this is really cool, this is what I have envisioned for myself. But then there's an energy of like, okay, I have achieved this, so what now what? I only look back on what I did, or do I choose something else? And I think that you're going to choose something else, and this reading is coming to you for a reason. I think it's coming to you so that you keep yourself open-minded, even after you feel like a little bit disappointed, like, okay, now what next? Even if you feel like a little bored or a little understimulated, let's say, by the situation that you were moving towards with such passion and drive, there's more afterwards. And so keep moving, because there's something deeper, something more, even more empowering, even more magical for you. And with the lovers and the magician, I really feel like this is something that is destined for you. It's something that when you understand what's happening, you're like, okay, this is why. Now this is what justifies everything else. This is what makes me understand why I had to go through all these changes and through all these convulsions and insecurities, and maybe even a little bit of drama here with the Fool and the Ten of Swords. Inner drama, of course, and why I had to fight so much against my own like nightmarish and my fears and insecurities. And this is why I had to stop listening to other people's opinions, and you are going to understand who you are because of a choice that you're going to make, and also someone that you're going to meet that is going to mirror you in a way that you get this understanding, very clear understanding of what was this subconscious drive, what was this calling from the ocean of the subconscious, of the unconscious. What was this calling? And you are going to understand why. Very interesting. So it's a very profound change. It's something that is spiritual. It's very it's emotional, but it's ultimately I feel like it's something that is a spiritual path that you have been taking. It's something that is bringing you immense understanding about yourself, and it's a very empowering change. And it's a very this reading comes as an encouragement for you to Keep going on this good path and keep listening to the music of your soul. Keep being creative if that's the case for you, or developing your psychic skills, your spiritual skills. Your spiritual path is unfolding in front of you, so keep going. Beautiful reading. Thank you so much for this. If you also enjoyed the reading, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel so you can get some more of my videos on your feed. And like and share the video if it resonated with you. I hope to see you again very soon. Bye bye. Hello, pile number 2. Let's see what change is on your horizon. What unexpected change is coming to you next? Okay. Wow, this is the heron, I think, but let me just confirm the translation. Sorry, this is actually the crane, and it's very interesting, this combination with the journey, because the crane is a symbol for deep knowledge, profound knowledge about life, and also the underworld. So this is like a journey to a different world, and being able to also guide others, because the crane is also like a guide for the underworld. How interesting. It's also the patient observation, because the crane can be still for long periods, just observing. How interesting. Meditation, so a journey, meditation. Okay, maybe just one. Yeah. You have honesty, number 40. Seeing some sort of truth. Journeying to the underworld. Wow. It's really powerful. And also very in tune with the season we are in right now. Halloween or Samhain is coming. So, okay, the Emperor. The Two of Swords. The Star. This is really interesting. The readings are so surprising to me. Like, the themes are kind of spiritual and very profound, very surprising to me. The Five of Pentacles. Okay. The Strength card. The Empress. You have the Emperor and the Empress. And it's so interesting, like the position of the characters here. It's like the Strength is holding the Emperor, is holding the kingdom of the Emperor, because it's the same color. And then you have the Empress completely centered in the colors of the draping and the curtains is so similar to the colors of these two women. It's like being in between something and being holding something up, some sort of power. The Ace of Swords. And the Star, some sort of truth, some sort of direction, a specific direction. Okay. Two of Pentacles. All the pentacles are coming in the end. It's interesting. Two of Pentacles, Five of Pentacles. And finally we have the King of Wands. Okay, I think we can get one more. Makes sense. Okay, very assertive. Eight of Pentacles. So this is all because you have to develop a skill. You have to develop an understanding of how things work. And you have to establish some sort of pattern, or it's like establishing an attitude towards something that is more honest. So the honesty card is really just exactly what it is. It's looking things right in the eye and seeing something for what it is. Seeing the truth about something requires us to be honest with ourselves so that we can mirror that in our environment, right? So it's like there's a power here that is holding things together. There's a structure here that is holding things together. And that structure has a direction. But something has to change. With the Two of Pentacles and the Five of Pentacles here, I feel like there's a letting go here, and that something has to grow up. Something has to... okay, so it's kind of like a coming of age story here with the journey and honesty. I feel like this is a coming of age story. It's a transformation of a very deep structure. And the change is the letting go. So journeying into the underworld, observing. I think that an advice here that comes with this change is that you sit in observation peacefully, that you sit in peaceful and patient observation. This is what's going to trigger the change. And there's an establishment of a new order here. There's like a new ruler here. Someone is establishing a new structure, a new order that requires self-expression, so honesty, truth. It requires being visible, because the King of Wands is visible to everyone. He's like the charismatic, the attention-grabbing person that enters the room, lights up the room. So being the center of attention and so maybe this is what's going to change here. So observing things patiently is going to change things so much in your life that you are going to start being the center of attention, because there's a skill. So it's like developing the skills to be in the center of attention and to be the leader, because the King of Wands is really, you know, that entrepreneur, leader, CEO that's enthusiastic, that is positive energy, driving things forward and keeps things very upbeat, very positive. So the focus is very strong, is very driven, passionate, and developing the skills, those skills, enhancing that part of you is going to make you the center of attention. But it's like this structure here is going to have a different direction. You're going to leave things behind. There's something that is going to be left behind. I'm going to clarify, and that thing is going to elicit this change into this. It's something very practical. This is something like worldly, mundane, let's say, and I think that this change is actually not. It's something that's coming from your soul. It's like a direction, a redirecting your path in your life, in your practical life, because your soul is demanding truth. Your soul is demanding honesty and direction, shooting for that star, shooting for that ideal, that perfect vision. Let's see what this is. Let's clarify everything. Okay. So this situation, this structure that is being held together with the strength, the Emperor and the Empress, this creative effort here, the Eight of Swords with struggle. So this has been a source of struggle for you. And maybe this strength is also a symbol of how it's hard to hold this up, how hard it is, because maybe it's not truthful. That's why the honesty is required here, so that you can be released, so that you can be lighter and you can move towards that objective that you have. And that's why you have to let go. The Green Man. It's the Emperor also. This is the Emperor in this specific deck. So this is also about the structure of your life, how you're organizing your life, and how you choose to organize your life, how you choose your life. I think this is also about integrating, because the Empress and the Emperor, I really feel like this is about harmonizing these polarities, the more creative, nurturing part of you with the more organized structure, routines, you know, the more passive with the more aggressive, the more feminine with the most masculine in yourself. Is really having this peaceful agreement between these two polarities here, and no more struggle. What is this objective? The Three of Arrows. Interesting. I think that this objective implies this objective makes you a target. This card for me is really the card of being a target to someone else. And this is maybe why you have the Five of Pentacles here, because you have to protect yourself, or that you have to maybe it's also advising you to create this. It's kind of strange that I'm saying this with the honesty here, but maybe this is very important that you understand that to be honest doesn't mean so this is why you have the Crane. To be honest with yourself and to others doesn't mean that you tell everyone about what you're doing. It doesn't mean that you reveal your darkest secrets or even your good secrets. It doesn't mean that you show everything to everyone. And honesty is also being able to kind of summarize, to synthesize, to be accurate and efficient in your communication and say, so this is why you have the crane. Say just enough, just what is useful and purposeful. And so it's kind of be more minimalistic in your communications so that whatever you say is completely to the point and it's not, something that makes you a target, because sometimes we speak too much and we also reveal so many things about ourselves that maybe are not really useful, and it just adds to the noise and people start making you like a target. So silence is the key here so that you can focus. You have less to say, but you have more to do. And you have more energy. You have less to say because whatever you say is just what you mean. Is exactly what you mean. So you don't tire yourself. Yeah, 7 of Pentacles. It's exactly 7 of Pentacles. Is exactly being like very prudent and this card for me is also sometimes like the Temperance card. It's being very accurate about what you are doing, and do not waste. There's no waste here. There's no energy that is expended and wasted. Everything is used with the purpose. And this healing here to me is really about accurately using energy or whatever substance, if this is a healing process. But to me, like in a body, in your body, it can be that. This can also mean that you have to take a specific amount of something so that you can transform yourself into what you want and that you can continue towards your goals. This might be the case because suddenly everything is, the pentacles, you have all the pentacles. But to me, this is much more about how you use your energy and how you drive yourself forward in what you want. And to me, this is being very mindful of what you say and to who you say, and using your energy to work very wisely, not wasting a single drop. This is why you also maybe have to let go of some things, because maybe this is also like the reading of someone who has to kind of save some money for later, to use in a specific project later on. And this is a time that is very, you have to be mindful of how you use your resources. But I would say this is also about managing your energy levels and not oversharing with people who are not really participating and that have no business, knowing what you're up to. Yeah. And take that time off, because this is also the crane. Observe and rest and be patient and not really aggressive and, proactive. Be more, a little bit more passive, a little bit more in a resting position so that you can absorb all the information, so that you can integrate. And maybe even sleep will be very beneficial, so that you can integrate certain knowledges, certain wisdom and knowledge that is coming to you from the subconscious, from the underworld with the crane here. And yeah, it's really interesting. Rest and heal so that you can develop those skills and be in the limelight later on. Wow. The wheel. So yeah, it's being very fortunate, being really, this change that is coming is something that will change your life completely. And this reading, it was about a change. So this is describing how this change will occur, what is it for, and what it brings to you. So this change is occurring because there's a struggle in your life to keep a certain structure that is not working for you. You have to have a different way of managing your kingdom, let's say. Maybe you have to be more of an authority also. You have to be more empowered. With the green man here, you have to be more capable of changing things. Don't make yourself a target while you are doing this. Don't speak too much. Don't tell anyone what you're doing. If that person is not working with you, he or she doesn't need to know. This is really like a need to know basis. Rest, and so be more silent and less proactive in this specific realm. Be very efficient with your resources. And the change that is occurring is that you are going to learn how to be in the limelight and how to be a leader, because the King of Wands here is really supporting the green man, is really supporting that emperor energy, that of being an authority, of being the structure. You are being the structure. You are the structure now. You are your own driven, self-driven and self-motivated person. And this is the change that is coming for you, is that you are going to be that person for you. You are going to develop a lot of skills that are going to bring you a lot of fortune, good fortune. And this is also, you can see that, I think it's the crane in the background. It's like 3 cranes. So it's like waiting patiently is going to bring you, it's like making up for lost time also, because we have the moon here. And I think that this is also a position of the moon that might be interesting for you to be mindful of. So this change might start with the next full moon. So it's going to be in Aries. I think it's 17th of October. But if you're watching this later on, it doesn't matter. It's a timeless reading. So it's the next full moon. From the next full moon to the next, this waning moon, this specific waning moon. So have this in mind with this process. And it's just one moon. I don't think it's more than one lunation. So there's a time frame here also for you. So from the next full moon to the waning moon, this is going to be massive, the change. And the advice is for you to keep, to keep to yourself, keep things to yourself, keep yourself more on the underground. Don't show yourself too much. Don't tell people what you're doing. Don't tell people, just show just enough so that you can keep people's attention, and you can, like the King of Wands here, like managing people's attention, managing other people's energy towards himself, having that skill, learning how to keep people interested and motivated, but also resting and not being constantly in the limelight, letting go of just speaking too much, and of letting go of some types of relationships that are really not beneficial right now. so interesting. Very complex change, but at the same time, the advice is very simple. It's just be less, active. The less you are active, the better it is for you, because you are going to have a very efficient management of your resources that way. So just do less. Less is more at this time, for sure. Thank you so much for this. If you also enjoyed the reading, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already and you want some more of my videos in your feed. Like and share the video if it resonated with you. And I hope to see you again very soon. Bye bye. Hello, pile number 3. Let's see what change is on the horizon for you. What unexpected change is coming next in your life? The cat. Interesting. Okay. Let's see what the fairies have to say. Unity. It's the same card that came up in pile number 1. It's very interesting that it has the same. But it's a completely, okay, 6 of Cups. It's a completely different energy that I'm getting here, actually. With the high honors here. And the cat. Let's see. 6 of Cups. Page of Cups. Yeah, very different. Queen of Swords. 3 of Pentacles. Six of Pentacles. Judgment. Maybe we have space for 2 more cards. Let's see. 1, 2. Okay. 9 of Cups. And finally, 7 of Wands. Okay, let me just meditate a little bit. So I think this reading is talking to me about some sort of justice or legal matter that is going to be resolved. So this might be a change that is coming for you very soon. I don't see so many things that are unexpected per se, except for there's this intervention that has a lot of knowledge that you are not really into already. So you have to learn. There's something that you have to learn and understand. This is, I feel like, the unexpected part of this. But the ending, so that the final result of this is that you are going to be abundant and victorious and generously recognized for your achievements, because you are overcoming a challenge. Something is meeting you, face to face, eye to eye, and you are going to be recognized with the high honors here. There's a recognition of your efforts or of your side of the story, because with the unity here, there's this need to consider different parts of a situation. So the different sides of the matter, let's say, have to be considered. And the cat is also about being in between worlds, or being connected to the physical and the non-physical. And you can also see by the position of the cat that it's like in between. There's this chasm here. There's this darker part here that is the unknowable or the unknown here. So I feel like this is what this reading is about. I don't think that it will surprise you to know that this situation is unfolding. I think that you are aware of this challenge, let's say, if it's a legal one or if it's just something that you have encountered in your life that needs to be balanced, that needs justice or a recognition. Maybe that's also the case, that you are going to get recognition for something, but you wanted that recognition. It's something that you have worked for, because we have the Three of Pentacles here. That's work. Six of Cups is about the past. It's about memory. So with the Three of Pentacles here, I really think that you are working on something that you know very well what it is. It's something that is in like a second nature to you, but you still need to learn something else. There's a surprise here that's coming, and I think it's a legal surprise, or it's something that has to do with paperwork or with the judgment of others. So the way things arrange themselves around you, the things that you can't control, or the way people perceive you, the way people see you and recognize you, is going to change very drastically. Maybe that's what's surprising, because it's such a foreign thing for you. But you're going to receive a lot of recognition. That's what I see here. It's like, but there's a learning curve here. There's a process of learning, of understanding something, because you're still kind of stuck in between two moving parts, let's say, and there's a hole in the middle that you have to understand. And you're still kind of like an infant here with the Page of Cups and the Six of Pentacles. I feel like you have to receive something, you have to understand something, you have to process a reality, a specific knowledge or reality, so that you can understand what is going to unfold afterwards, and also be able to feel like you deserve, to feel like you are meant for this. Okay, interesting. Let's clarify. What have you been working on that is going to be the driving force for this change? The Two of Bows with decision. Maybe you have been working maybe you've been deciding yet. Maybe you can't really decide, and it's like a work in progress. I feel like with the Two of Bows here, I feel like something is a work in progress. So once again, you're kind of like in between. You're kind of indecisive about something. And the Five of Pentacles with endurance. Maybe the doubts are coming because something you had to let go of, something that you didn't really want to let go of. Or maybe something has been kind of a struggle in your life, and that kind of tinted your glasses, let's say, in this specific situation, and kind of tilted your, it's like having a tilted vision of a situation that won't let you get to the right conclusion, so that you can have that understanding and have that knowledge that will balance the situation. The Three of Bows. So something, your work is going to be recognized. It's going to be seen. Your work is going to be fruitful, and you're going to be much more confident very, very soon. So this is like letting go of the two bows, and being in the middle, stepping into your own reality with your life force. Because a tree for me here is a symbol of life force, just like the two snakes, like the Kundalini, Caduceus snakes. This might also be like re-establishing your health and being more confident in your body and in your health. The Seven of the Seven of Cups, sorry, with mourning. So I feel like this is like choosing something with that knowledge. So finally you're going to have that knowledge to choose something. Let me just clarify a little bit more. It's something very specific to your emotional life. It's maybe a relationship that you're going to choose to let go, or to start something new. Yeah, suddenly I felt like there's a person here that you're going to choose, like choosing one person over the other. And also, oh, because there's a Page of Cups twice, actually, from two different decks. You have Narcissus here, and you also have the Otter. For some of you, this is very specific. This might also have to do with the guardianship of a child, and like the legal matters having to be resolved because of that, and arriving at a compromise. But it is a compromise. It's not entirely your will, let's say, but it's a good balance. I feel like there's a good recognition of who you are. There's an understanding of what you can do. You are also very much more sure of yourself and confident, and it's going to show. It's going to be something that will make people think that like you are a nurturing person, and there's a balance here that is going to be achieved. Yeah. So this is a very specific situation. Okay. Then you have the 10 of Arrows with instruction, and the King of Pentacles with Wolf. I feel like there's a lot of different energies here. Suddenly I see like many different people involved in a situation, and also the change that is coming into your life, it will require you to learn something. This is also something that I was talking to you since the beginning, that you have to learn something. There's a skill that has to be developed here so that you can be in the proper position, and so that you can overcome all the challenges. And also withstand your ground, and withstand constant questioning if it's needed. And it's so much so that you feel protected, you feel feeling completely solid and protected, and with your crew, like having your friends or family support you. Because with the Nine of Cups here, I really feel like you're going to find your tribe, and you're going to be happy to choose something, or being chosen. So this might actually also be the reverse. You being chosen to go through this study, this instruction, like being chosen as a disciple and being able to achieve so much because of that. This is really interesting. So for some of you, this is also a phase that you're kind of in between the master, the disciple and the master stage, or that you are in between stages in your studies or in your disciple. I don't know if this is a word, discipleship. I don't think it is, but in the process of learning, in that process of refining that energy and sublimating that vital force, elevating that vital force in a way that is more and more subtle and more elevated, and also mental, like bringing something from down, connecting the earth, being connected to the most primal instincts, and at the same time, like the cat, being also connected with the spirit world, with your guides, your spirit guides, your spiritual aspect, and also being protected and guided by that aspect of yours, by that intuition, into a meeting. So this is like a unity that you see here of intuition and instinct. So instinct comes from your guts, from your more primal nature, and intuition comes from God, comes from the divine. It comes from your spirit guides. So having that connection and recognition constantly and achieving that balance constantly, being like locked, like solid, being rock solid. So what's going to change? It's your attitude towards something that you're going to learn. What is going to change also is that you're going to be recognized by your work, what you're doing. Maybe you are kind of stepping up, you are coming into a new chapter of your life, maybe even going from a disciple to the master stage. It can also be the case because we have the king in the end here, and also the 10 of swords or 10 of arrows might also be like letting go. So passing on the knowledge, passing down what you have known, what you have learned here with instruction, and being that, that the wolf who is guiding the others, who howls to call the others to come with him and to lead them. Surely, yeah, being the leader. Oh, yeah, sure. So this might be the strongest change here is with the high honors, is that you're going to go, but maybe you'll feel like it's kind of abrupt, and this is maybe why you're kind of feeling insecure about it. Going from the disciple to the master very, very quickly, like having that responsibility put upon you, and being like, oh my God, what am I going to do with this? And then realizing that you are protected, that you are guided, and that you have nothing to worry about. Somebody has your back. You have that connection to instinct and spirit that is innate, and that unity is going to produce this beautiful balance that is also reinforced here with the Judgment card. That is going to be exactly what you need, like having exactly what you need to do what you need to do, to face whatever challenges with such a happy and such a joyous and a really positive energy. Very interesting, very positive reading, and I feel like the energy of this reading is also like a sort of a teaching. So this specific reading is about a specific teaching, so I almost feel like I have this feeling of this old like tradition being passed on, being passed down. And like in India, there is this Guru Shishya Parampara, this tradition of passing down the knowledge directly through living with your guru, your teacher, and embodying the knowledge in such an intuitive and more primal way. Because in Western tradition, we are more just rational, or we have this way of transmitting knowledge that has more it can be a little more detached, let's say, a little more let's say cold, a little bit more distant, like the Queen of Swords here, like a very distant approach, like very neutral, kind of anodyne. So this is like the meeting of these two aspects, like the very rational aspect with the very primal aspect also, like including that more sensorial, sensual approach of teaching or learning. Very inspiring. So beautiful reading. Thank you so much for this. If you also enjoyed, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel so that you can get some more of my videos on your feed. And yeah, and share the video if it resonated with you. And I hope to see you again very soon. Bye bye.